Hello and welcome viewers to my YouTube channel Science of Sciences. In this today's video, we are going to discuss properties of charges. So let's just start it. तो लास्ट वीडियो में हमने समझा था कि एक इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज क्या होता है और इस वीडियो में हम उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज़ को डिस्कस करेंगे. तो फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज़ लाइक चार्जेस रिपेल ईच अदर एंड अनलाइक चार्जेस अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. सो व्हाट डज इट मीन? तो आइए इस कॉन्सेप्ट को समझते हैं. If I place a positive charge and another positive charge with some separation d, there will be some force which these two positive charges will be experiencing, and this will be always the force of repulsion. They both will be repelling each other. Likewise, if I place a negative charge and another negative charge with some separation d, they will also be repelling each other with some force. On another hand, if I place a positive charge and a negative charge with some separation, let us say d, both will be attracting each other. So the force will be force of attraction. Like we have seen in an atom how a proton and electron attract each other. So from this we can conclude that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. So this made my first point in the properties of charges. Like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. My next point is the magnitude of elementary positive or negative charge is same and is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Like we have already seen earlier in the last video, the charge of proton is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, whereas the charge of electron is minus 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And this proton and electron is called elementary charge. So this made my second point. The magnitude of elementary negative or positive charge is same and is equals to 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Here we can see the charge of this proton is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb and the charge of negatively charged electron is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. If I take the magnitude of both, it will be same, that is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. My third point says that electric charge is additive in nature. It implies that total charge of an object is algebraic sum of charges located at different point in the object. So let's just understand this, how this electric charge is following additive nature. Let us suppose I have this object. At this point it is having plus 5 coulomb charge, at this point it is having minus 6 coulomb charge, at this point somewhere it is having minus 3 coulomb charge, at this point somewhere it is having plus 1 coulomb charge. So the net charge of this object will be plus 5 plus minus 6 plus 1 plus minus 3. So this will become plus 5 minus 6 plus 1 and minus 3. This will come out to be plus 5 plus 1. This will be plus 6. Minus 6 and minus 3 will become minus 9. So the answer will be minus 3 coulomb. So the net charge of this object will be minus 3 coulomb. So see here, the net charge of this object is defined by the algebraic sum of the charges located at different points. Here we have done nothing but the algebraic sum. So I can write my third point. The electric charge is additive in nature. It implies that the total charge of an object is algebraic sum of charge located at different point in the object. Let's come to our fourth point. The charge is quantized. What does it mean? So let's just understand the meaning of quantize first. Suppose if I am having an object, if I bring out some charge from it, the minimum possible charge which I can brought out of this. So this Q charge will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. If again I try to bring out minimum possible charge out of this box, this will be same, 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. If again I try to bring out minimum possible charge out of this box, this will be same. What does it mean? It means that the charge is quantized. The minimum possible packet of charge, the minimum possible size of charge in this packet will be 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and this is the charge of an electron. Here I have brought the minimum possible charge out of this box 3 times, so we can say that I have brought 3e charge out of this box. If I bring out one more time, this will become 4e, and so on and on. So I can say that the charge carried by a body is equals to plus minus ne, where n is the any integer, say 1, 2, 3, 4, on and on. Let's write my fourth point. The charge is quantized. That is, charge carried by a charged body is equals to plus minus ne, where n is an integer. My fifth point is the electric charge of a system is always conserved. So like the law of conservation of mass, a mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. We can also say that the charge of a system is always conserved. A charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. And hence I can write my fifth point. The electric charge of a system is always conserved. And the final point, the sixth point, is unlike masses, the electric charge of an object is not affected by the motion of an object. As we know that the mass of an object at stationary position is not equals to the mass of an same object in motion. We have studied that the mass of an object reduces when it is in motion. So the mass at stationary position will be greater and the mass in motion will be lesser. But unlike mass, the charge of an object is unaffected by the motion. So we can see here the charge of an object at a stationary position and the charge of an object at motion will be equal. So this brings up my sixth point in the properties of charges. Unlike masses, the electric charge of an object is not affected by the motion of an object. So that's all about this video. We have discussed the properties of charges. I hope you like this. Thanks for watching.